Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Cricket is an IVM production, and if you have enjoyed this episode, you can also check out their other awesome shows like The Podcast, a show that gives you a weekly lowdown on Mumbai's food, culture, and new openings in the city.
You're listening to TFG Cricket.
Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of TFG Cricket Podcast. Few days back, we did a podcast on how IPL 10 has fared. We looked up on all the teams. But in today's podcast, we'll look at all the 10 years that have passed by. We have seen reports that IPL actually contributes to the GDP of the country, and that speaks volume for IPL as a product in itself. It's a great product, but does it need a bit of tweaking? थोड़ा और better हो सकता है क्या? We have Vivek Krishnan and CP Thomas from the Fan Garage in the studio. Guys, to start off with, is it the best product that we have, sporting product that we have in our country, considering that we have the best players, we have the best infrastructure in the world?
By a long distance. There's no question about it. In fact, I would go to the extent of saying IPL has put us on the world map. You talk economy, India is a superpower, has been for a long time now. And
in cricket.
In cricket, yes. But you can say cricket, but there are so many people, yes, the business tycoons in our country have invested a lot into this product. But even people from overseas are looking at IPL as a platform, as an opportunity to multiply their wealth. When it started, like Sachin Tendulkar said, there was a lot of speculation. Many were skeptical. Many had doubts. People were also diffident initially. But look what it has done. 10 years, yes, it has had its fair share of controversies, marred with fixing, spot fixing, betting, whatever you want to talk about. Yes, some parties. You talk about IPL parties. But at the end of it all, you have to see, has it helped India? Has it helped the Indian cricket team? I firmly believe it has.
Yeah.
Had it not been for the IPL, we would have never won the 2011 World Cup. Why? You look at the fielding standards. And those, when we were watching cricket early into, just after the millennium, Zaheer Khan, Ashish Nehra, Anil Kumble, Venkatesh Prasad, Harbhajan Singh, these guys couldn't bat. But after 2008, you saw even the tailenders slogging, lusty blows deep into the stands.
Yeah.
And then the fielding standards. The bowling standards, I'm not too sure. But IPL has contributed enormously to Indian cricket. And obviously the GDP, it has generated so much employment. You have seen, the IPL has literally picked up people from the slums. I hate to use this word, but it has done that.
Yeah.
And straight away, so much stardom, fanfare, adulation over what? 15 din mein, 10 din mein. So it's a great product. It is here to stay. But like all great products, you need to keep fine-tuning it, in order to for it to sustain and do a good job. So.
CB, let me get you into this. If it was not for IPL, do you agree or disagree on this? If it was not for IPL, we wouldn't have seen the likes of Swapnil Asnodkar, Valtati, Washington Sundar, Rahul Tripathi. Is it because that IPL has a good scouting system?
See, I wouldn't say only IPL. Say, let's look at the T20 format, okay? Now, T20 format threw up a Dhoni, okay? Dhoni came into the ODI team and all, but what made Dhoni what he is today and gave him the confidence to lead the team is that win, in the 2007 World Cup. So the format itself actually brought in a lot of new things into it, which players suddenly found that they had to adapt to different, and it evolved. T20, if you see the first T20 versus what's played now, it's a different game altogether. Even the bat is different, so it's not the bowlers, the kind of, in 6 deliveries are at different varying speeds.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, you are no good. You are out of the team. So the T20 format itself, helped the game evolve, helped the batsmen as well as the bowlers, start innovating into how they would approach the game. And of course, then IPL came. See, what IPL has done is more than bringing out the Indian talent, unknown talent out. What it has done is bring together the best cricketers in the world together. I mean, if today Stokes says that he is a better batsman and a better bowler because of IPL, and he's a better batsman because of Steve Smith. I mean, Australia versus England it's like Sachin saying, Imran Khan helped me, perfect my shot. I mean, there would have been riots in India if Sachin had ever said that, even if Imran had helped him. So, and there will be many people in England who will be angry that Stokes said that, and there will be many people in Australia, cricket fans, who will be angry that Steve has helped Stokes improve his game. Because, so, that bringing together, if Swapnil Asnodkar came out, if
Washington Sundar,
Washington Sundar to abhi hai, Ravindra Jadeja. I'm talking about 2008, when everyone, it was because of Shane Warne. Okay, if Kumble had led Rajasthan Royals, or if Rahul Dravid had led Rajasthan Royals at that time, I'm saying you there would be no Asnodkar, there would be no Jadeja.
Even Yusuf Pathan.
Exactly. So, for somebody to actually see this is the talent and say ki I'll trust this guy and I'll put him and I'm leading the team, and because the Indian captains would have approached 2008 IPL just like they would have approached a test match, and they would have said ye 11 khelega, ye theek hai, I trust this guy, let him play the next 14 matches. He will, in the 7th match, he'll come good. So that's what IPL done. IPL has done, brought together the best players and put them under one roof, and that has contributed greatly to Indian cricket. So if Washington Sundar, now coming back to the 10th edition, opening in the power play with his limited skills, is because Steve Smith trusted him, gave him that thing and said, okay, go ahead and do it. The problem is, would the Indian captains have done so? With a Virat Kohli and Raina, we have seen they have been. RCB and Gujarat Lions are the best example of this year. With that batting lineup, they just couldn't turn around the fortunes. And not just one match. RCB just won 3 matches. I mean, so somewhere you had all the ammunition, but you just couldn't know what to do it. So it's a one-off season. We can't just say ki Virat is bad because of that, or Suresh Raina is bad because of that. But IPL has helped Indian cricket, has thrown up this talent, but unless they were utilized well, they couldn't have come to the fore. And that's very important.
Now if we look at the 10-year span that IPL has played into, there hasn't been much of a changes in terms of rules, in terms of auction, in terms of overseas players inclusion in the team. Nothing has changed. Does BCCI or the IPL governing council feel this is the best product, or does it need some tweaking?
I think, you need to understand the history of the IPL, that it's just 10 years old. So we say 10 years, but it's only 10 years old. Okay, so that's one thing and still it's one of the best sporting products in the world across sports. And in this 10 years, at least 5 things have happened which could have actually killed the IPL. Given if cricket wasn't so popular, if so much money wasn't involved, and if all the political parties weren't involved in cricket, if it was the game only run by, let's say, the Congress, if you look at the cricket management, that's one place where all political parties love each other. And all of them are together in protecting cricket. So that has helped the game, there's no doubt about it, and which is good for IPL. But 10 years is a good time now to sit and say some things can be done better. But till now, whatever the way it ran, it has given immense pleasure to the fans. It has done its job. But if you want it to be a league, compared to what it is now, a tournament.
It's a tournament.
A 45-day tournament. If you really want it to be a league, of course the formats and the FTP of ICC doesn't allow so much window. Like even this one was crunched to 46 days because of the Champions Trophy. So despite that, you need to, looking forward, create an environment where this flourishes into a league where the franchises can grow, actually derive value out of
becomes a club.
Absolutely. Actually becomes a club where there is activity,
proper grassroots,
grassroots and everything. Because there is enough talent being thrown up right now, you don't have to worry about grassroots. Because you pick up and 11 player to mil hi jata hai. There's a big day. You get
the
22
Ranji teams actually are the feeder clubs.
Absolutely. But then which team has a local player? It's just sad at one level. Or the local players are playing elsewhere. You wouldn't find that in other leagues, So, and that actually brings. There's nothing like seeing your local guy coming out to bat. I mean, you can imagine, and if he's doing well, how the fans will flock.
We saw that during the presentation when Mohammad Siraj came to take the awards.
Absolutely.
I mean, there was such. The crowd loved it.
Yes, they will. But you look at Ajinkya Rahane coming out to bat at the Wankhede twice. He got many runs. Some applauded. Some were very sad that, look, he's a Bombay boy. He's not playing for the Mumbai Indians. But he's playing for Rajasthan. He's playing for Pune. Now, here, this is a major flaw. We have been talking about this. Virat Kohli, you just go out on the road, ask someone, where does Virat hail from? I can challenge you, people will say Bangalore. Now, that's a deep-rooted problem. I'm okay with franchisees spending an X amount of money to absorb a player. All that is fine. But I think you need the local flavor. Without that, it is very difficult. You go around these 8 to 10 franchisees, you will not find more than 4 or 5 players per team.
And none of them are in the playing 11. Very few of them in the playing 11.
Yes, you talk about... So, all this, I think the first 2-3 editions we found... we had this local flavor, especially we saw Ganguly coming out, Devdutt.
Ajinkya was playing for Mumbai at that time.
but Ajinkya Rahane was not in the playing 11.
Yeah, he was
so
not.
Here is another problem, which brings us to this 10-team debate, So this is very difficult to attack this problem that, yes, we have made a list of who should be playing where, but I don't think the BCCI will execute it. Purely because there is nobody from Pune.
No,
you can't make a tour.
You can have a jurisdiction.
No, there's no need to make a hard and fast rule like that. See, Ronaldo doesn't play in his country
Portugal,
so that is fine.
But CP, if Portugal doesn't have a league of EPL's magnitude, it's okay. But
that's fine.
But here we're talking cities.
Yeah, you're talking cities. So it's fine that the IPL tried that, having those icon players, Sehwag here for Delhi, Lakshman for... That lasted its initial phase, and that Sachin for Bombay, they fitted in. The model was perfectly correct. But as the league grew, better players started coming in, and you start... Where the local aspect should come in is, even if you have the number 7 batsman is a local player, which is fine. You need to start. See, if there is no local player and it's not possible to get them in, it might, affect the team's fortunes or whatever if he's not so good. And just because he's a local player, you get him in. But you can't play him and he's on the bench. Say, I have a local player. This will take time. Where Virat will play for Delhi, and if tomorrow Delhi it says that I need Virat and
I need all my Delhi players back. My God,
so
what
they
team it would be!
Almost unbeatable.
Yeah, exactly. But then will Delhi, Virat and Gautam play together? So
that's yes.
So.
Or will Rohit and Ajinkya open together because they are so bad at running each other out?
See, again, this comes back to just being a 45-day tournament where there's no effort needed to, build local affinity. You are there for 6 months and the local fans want to meet the local player. And here they come, they play and they leave. So that aspect will remain. It's great if you can by design try to get in some local players into your team because it will add value to your team. And if the player is a good one and performs, then you can actually milk the brand. There's nothing like having a performer. So that aspect, I think, cannot be made a hard and fast rule that you need the local. But franchises could attempt to get in, as much as possible.
Especially struggling franchisees like Delhi or Punjab. Because you see empty seats. Mumbai, RCB, KKR, Chennai, it doesn't matter much because you will see stands packed. But talk about Punjab, Delhi, there is no local flavor. Punjab, what, 2 players? That's disaster.
But again, they suffer from the thing is, right now only a Virat, Dhoni, ABD, Gale. So you reach 7-8 names, they are the crowd attractors, So after that, you struggling who will want to come and watch Hashim Amla bat. A great fan of cricket, fine, he understands. But he's no star.
Yeah.
So he might come. Ben Stokes has suddenly become a star. Now, next edition is here. People will want to watch Stokes. So that's how it develops. So getting the local players in, how much emphasis to give on that? How do you build them into the team? How do you use them effectively, not just on the field but off the field for promoting the franchise, getting a connect with the local fans? All that is an exercise which each of these franchises will have to do. And
Vivek, you spoke about a 10-team league. This was basically, you were pointing out the players who are on bench.
Yes.
And big players who continue to be on bench. For example, we saw Faf, we saw Saqib.
We saw Darren Sammy.
Yeah.
We saw Chris Jordan. Usman Khwaja didn't get a game. Adam Zampa had to warm the bench because Imran Tahir was doing so well. Talk about Indian players also. Barinder Sran, Ashish Nehra. Yes,
so are you saying reducing the squad?
Absolutely.
Number of players in a squad.
Absolutely. So if you look at the auction, so everybody goes well prepared. They have their Excel sheet. They have their banker sitting next to them. They do all their planning. And they have their purse. I don't know what's the exact amount.
66 crores.
66 crores, okay. And they go all guns blazing. I want him. You look at Sunrisers Hyderabad. They are never satisfied. They want to buy just about everybody. And then there is Delhi Daredevils. They will let go all the champion cricketers and they'll settle for some substandard guys. I don't want to talk about Pune here. But if the BCCI says this is the maximum 20, you can have 8 foreign players, you can have 12 local and national players, and that's about it. You cannot exceed 20, more than, you can't go beyond 20 regardless of how much you have in your kitty. If that gets implemented, I'm telling you, all these great players will not be warming the bench. Now there is no dearth of talent. Talk about Indian talent or you talk about international talent. So when you have guys like Darren Sammy, Piyush Chawla and Kuldeep Yadav, I cannot imagine, boss. Piyush Chawla, even today, is easily 10 seasons, top 10 in the wicket takers list. And how many games did he play? Ankit Rajput has been bowling brilliantly. He didn't play too many games. Surya Kumar Yadav. So you talk about, there is so much talent. Shahbaz Nadeem and Amit Mishra. Jayant Yadav played 2 matches. Can you imagine a pure test cricketer who did so well, who turns the ball a mile, he doesn't get a game because Amit Mishra is playing, because Shahbaz Nadeem is playing. So you need to make sure that all these cricketers, it doesn't do anybody good, no? When you see all these champions warming the bench, supplying drinks, it doesn't help the product at all. So when you can get these 2 more teams introduced, I don't know who's going to come in. I hope Gujarat and Pune remain because of the fan base they have been able to establish in only 2 years. Pune Warriors couldn't do it for whatever reason, I don't know. But the Super Giant and the Lions, they have done so well. Suddenly you see people from Gujarat, there has been no connect. And you see, if you look at Gujarat as a team, Gujarat versus Saurashtra, and again, this team is almost unbeatable. Yusuf Pathan, Irfan Pathan, Pandya brothers, you see a Parthiv Patel, you see a Bumrah. Itna talent hai. And Irfan Pathan doesn't get picked. And I understand Ashok Dinda का एक अलग class है, but when you have so much quality, Ishwar Pandey didn't play a single game, if you remember. So I genuinely feel it's time we get 2 more teams introduced. What could be the issue is more 4 o'clock games. Because as we have seen over the years, overseas players especially struggle in oppressive conditions, whether it is in Chennai, Rajasthan, wherever. And if you have 2 more teams, more number of matches, then you have to play at 4 o'clock. Now that is a challenge that BCCI will have to tackle. But I think whether it's a 2-month league,
increase the number of days for the
whether
tournament.
it's a 2-month league or a 4-month league, 2 more teams, definitely there is room. I'm convinced about this.
But JB, is there an opportunity loss when we look at players like Saqib Al Hasan, warming the bench throughout the season? Whereas if you see at Gujarat Lions, they were missing a top-class all-rounder.
See, that comes to about your planning for your team and you being very like Gujarat Lions. They topped the league last time.
Yeah.
Huh? Before the playoffs.
Yes.
So they were not expecting anything less than a playoff this year also. Why would they change the team? They thought, a 5 batsmen, tuck. It's just a matter. Somebody makes 200, we'll make 210.
Yeah.
Or we'll make 240 and somebody will struggle to make 230. Or let them reach 235. But we have made 240. So they were very confident about their batting. So because each team thought that their core team was okay and all, they picked a few which was needed, except for a Delhi and Pune, which changed a bit. And Pune, of course, just banged on one player. So Shakib not playing, XYZ not playing is part of the problem. For the simple reason that, like Vivek said, 25, 26, 27 member squad, only 11 can play.
Yeah.
And of the 11, if 7 are consistent, so only 4 spots are available for juggling.
Yeah.
And for the top 2-3 teams which start off their campaign well, even those 4 spots are not available for juggling.
Mumbai Indians?
Yeah, Mumbai. So they had to actually forcefully, after they reach the playoffs, change
Ek
their
match
entire
aisa
team.
How many matches? Saudi played 2 matches. Johnson played 2 matches.
Exactly. Okay, khelo yaar.
Ashera Gunaratne didn't play
a single game.
So, see, like we discussed, it's a short window. Only 8 teams. You need 10 teams. Actually, in India, there's scope for 12 teams, and you can have a full-fledged league, and it will happen. See, as we speak, South Africa is launching its Global Destination League. Big Bash is well and established. Caribbean Premier League is happening. It's even going to the US.
Oh, yes.
So
there is a lot of money involved.
exactly.
Shah Rukh Khan has
A
team in there,
Yeah. So the thing, even for the South African league, there are talks about Indian owners being interested. So slowly we should see a churn where you will have these top 2-3 leagues like Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga. So there will be the top 2-3 leagues where the best of the best play for 3 months or whatever. And so then you won't find this where, suppose now Gale plays in 4 leagues. Suppose leagues start clashing with each other. He'll have to choose between one.
Yeah.
So you will not have a Gale here. So that means that somebody else gets a chance. So it's just a matter of time before all this happens. And as we have always discussed, cricket has this peculiar problem of 3 formats, and where everybody has to fit in their time and schedule. But within the existing circumstances, we can have a 10-team IPL. We did have it with Kochi and Pune.
But the timing was very bad. The reason I say that is because it was immediately after the World Cup.
Yeah.
Emotionally, physically
Everyone
draining. And then you didn't have the appetite
but
to consume.
Those things will keep happening. You can't. You can have more 4 p.m. matches, as we have seen and we have personally experienced. The fans actually love the 4 p.m. matches, though it's scorching heat, because they can come in early and leave on time rather than leave at 11:30 at night. Any city, it's difficult, probably except for Mumbai. any city, it's difficult to leave at 11:30 from stadium in India.
Especially in Pune.
Yeah, Pune, though, you can easily come to Bombay, rather than go home. It's, yeah, it would be faster. So there is enough scope to do that. You can have enough 4 p.m. matches. There is appetite for the league on TV, in the stands. So I don't see a problem. 10-team league would be great.
Okay.
Because you'll see many more players in action, many more good players in action. The competition amongst players will be higher because they will want to perform.
Correct.
Yeah, you
But
can't.
then let's move on to the next point, that if there are 10-team leagues, do we need playoffs?
We don't. Even
don't.
if we have 8 teams, we don't. What's the point? A Gujarat Lions tops the table and doesn't win the league.
Yeah.
Mumbai Indians almost lost it.
Yeah.
So you need to be fair to all the teams. You cannot now this 4th team getting into a playoff, winning 2 matches, then winning the finals. Yes, you can argue by saying 3 knockouts, boss. These guys deserve to win. I don't think so. Now, always, if you look at the number 4 team, qualifies with 14, 15 or 16 points. Now, that's not consistency, CP. Which means you have already lost 6 games.
Don't look at me like I did. मैंने बनाया rule, okay?
So which means you're telling me out of 14
You
games,
took my name also.
so out of 14 games, a team loses 6 matches, and still there is a chance that team can win that.
Yeah,
How logical is that, boss?
See, the moment you get into a home-away format, it's a short tournament. So, and since we call it a tournament, having a semi-final, final is justified at one level. But
Yeah.
You have a home-away format.
when you have home and away, Champions Trophy is a tournament.
Yeah.
2 groups, knockouts, top 2 reach the semis, clash with each other, final.
Yeah.
Ho gaya. Simple. Here, home and away means that you are actually strategizing how to win at home, how to win away. There are a lot of things. Everybody is going through a grueling kind of travel schedule, match schedule. Everything is fine. And then, like Vivek said, the 3rd and 4th team usually just about sneaks in. And it's almost decided in the last match of
week.
the league. Last week or last and second last match of the league. So if 14 points mean you have entered the playoff, means you have won only 7 games out of your 14.
Yeah.
I mean,
that doesn't justify.
That means
Which RCB did last year.
RCB did
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
They were almost there.
Yes.
Yeah. So that
Mumbai also won the title in that fashion.
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, they had to win 6 in a row. They won 6 in a row, picked up momentum. So somewhere, you have to give credit to the guy who topped the league, who has played consistently, who has thought through his team, conditions, managed everything. And so 10-team league with just the league winner being decided by,
Whoever
who
tops
tops
the
the
league.
league. Is fair enough. I mean, you have played 45 to 60 days continuously and played 16 matches, and if it's 10 teams, you have played 18 matches.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's enough, yeah. Ideally, like, you want a big league like the Premier League where 38 matches are played. That would be an ideal situation.
Then you're talking 6 months.
6 months where the league goes on like that, and you have 18 teams or 19 teams, and everybody plays each other. But even this, playing 16, 18 matches continuously and then proving your worth, that should be enough. Of course, this adds to the excitement for fans because we have, as a culture, used to this ki final dekhna hai. Final na.
Precisely.
Final,
100% agree.
yeah,
CP,
that is why it works in India. Nobody league जीतना वो concept ही आया नहीं क्योंकि we don't football nation तो है नहीं, and that's football is the most prime example for something like that. Super Bowl also finally after everything you have that grand final where final देखना है, final में कौन जीता है, it's probably a fair thing would be have a best of 3 final because then you need to give each team, so 3 में से 2 जीता continuously, okay fine, you are hands down winners, it's, somewhere you need to give that kind of a
Okay.
It certainly does
opportunities.
stem from Bollywood cinema because there is always a climax.
Yeah, वो तो
Yes.
Okay.
And today we are going to get a lot of fan following from Delhi Daredevils because agar ye logic apply hota few years back, they would have won the league.
Yeah.
They had 22 points, boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
22 and they dropped Mone Mokal. Abhi mere ko nahi bolna.
Okay. Chalo, moving ahead, we discussed this point of umpiring howlers. Okay. I think it's time for IPL to introduce at least a one per inning DRS.
Very much. You have so much time. You have so much money. Technology bhi hai apne paas. And if you're talking about IPL as a serious tournament, okay, you have to eradicate or rather minimize, I should say,
minimize is the right
human
word.
errors. Because it's not easy, boss. The umpires are under so much pressure. The biggest pressure for them, I think they should get rid of the scissors, the camera, the bottom camera, the up camera. They are doing some... They are not clowns, boss. They are umpires. Respect them for what they are doing. Number two, they can make mistakes. Everybody can make mistakes. 40,000 fans,
screaming away, continuous,
non-stop.
And if they are not screaming, the DJ is making them scream, ensuring that
exactly. And somebody walks up to you like a Sandeep Sharma, snatches the cap away, and a Virat Kohli keeps abusing. So they can't take so much. It's very, very difficult. So we have to be fair. And when the technology is there, damn it, use it. Kya problem hai? And what about the time? It takes 30 seconds for a review and one review per team per innings. No big deal. So if a Rohit Sharma is convinced that he has smashed the cover of the ball, he's going to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Now, so what could go wrong is Parthiv Patel will know he's cheating, but he'll still go. Now that is your fault, boss.
Cheating is a very, very bad word over here because even Adam Gilchrist appeals whenever he doesn't.
So what a counter. Adam Gilchrist. Okay, okay. Anyway, so the BCCI should consider getting in DRS because it will eliminate these human errors and it's only fair. You cannot say, I understand the umpire's word is final and all that. But when it happens in a crunch game, we saw 5 decisions going against Mumbai. KKR got 5 going for them. And if you look at the chart, so many Uthappa, when he got that 70, he was out for a 0.
Yeah.
But he went on to win the game. And these things you have to, I think it's time. We have seen the success rate in international games. So just use it, boss.
Yeah, I think I'll just add one point where McCallum took one of the best catches of the season, but the brim
cap,
of his cap brushed the boundary line. I mean, and that's like only a microscope could have caught that, but that became a 4 or a 6 or whatever, and the batsman continued. So if that is allowed, so you need to give batsmen and bowlers a chance where an LBW and somewhere. I mean, how can you not? Runouts are given by the millimeter things, you know. So then, what stops you from giving the bowlers and batsmen a chance? Very crucial thing is an LBW caught behind.
Yes.
I mean, absolutely. So it has to be brought in. Time can be managed, time can be adjusted, there's enough time.
30 seconds is what we are looking at. That's all.
So suppose overall it takes 3-5 minutes in the entire match. 5 minutes is not
ad
a long.
India will love it.
There will be ads during those 5 minutes while the decision is being made.
I'll tell you, talking about time, that makes brings me to this next match between Hyderabad and RCB, which went up to 2 o'clock.
Boss. 2 o'clock, and Nathan Coulter-Nile was fuming at the press conference. Now,
even Sunil Gavaskar.
This is unacceptable. Gavaskar तो वैसे ही गुस्सा रहता है, तो कुछ बोलने का रहता है. And Nathan Coulter-Nile. And what about the fans, boss? There is absolutely no shelter. Yes, you can only do so much. But where are they going to run for cover? The players are going to go, they're going to get a nice massage, a cup of tea, they're going to have fun. No problem. But the fans, even at 2 o'clock, these guys cannot be finishing games. Now, logistics will take a beating because if a team has to finish the match at 2 o'clock and fly at 6 in the morning. How's that possible? How's that doable? And then you
Even
talk
the
about
media, yeah.
even the media. That's what I was coming to that. So everybody is patiently waiting in the media box for the players to come and respond to them, and somebody is going to be extremely irate. And you see, so
Yeah.
this is not healthy. This is not. It doesn't look
So what? Have a reserve day.
okay. So two things can happen if you are going to keep a league format wherein if this becomes a league and doesn't stay a tournament, then you have a reserve day. Otherwise,
But there's no playoff then, na?
Yeah.
सवाल ही
League
नहीं
नहीं है
था
तो फिर एक point
no,
बांट
what
लो.
I'm saying is,
बात खत्म.
so then if you have a best of 3, and what if it rains?
Okay.
So
So
that's
I think more than fans suffering, fans, those who wanted to not be in the rain went home. The media didn't. See, the thing is about the game itself. It's a crunch game. It's an eliminator. And an eliminator can't be decided at 1:30 at night.
and it cannot be decided by the rain.
Yeah. So look at its Sunrisers versus KKR.
Yeah.
17 points, 16 points.
Yeah.
Okay, in the league.
Huh.
I mean, 1 point difference between them. Equally good teams both.
Yeah.
Both have a chance. And you don't know what would have happened if the 20 overs were bowled. Because
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So anything could have happened.
Muralidharan was convinced. Somebody told me he was there till 6 in the morning. He was not ready to leave Chinnaswamy. And then the headlines came out, 20 more minutes of rain and we would have gone through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such is the desperation. And who can
Yeah.
blame him? Like CP said, 128 with their bowling and the way KKR were batting,
Yeah,
you don't
anything
know.
could have happened. See, when you're batting, knowing you have to chase only 48 runs in 6
Yeah,
overs,
yeah.
you can throw away 10 wickets and reach
Yes.
that. Though DRS might not allow, the rate might go up. But when you're chasing 128 and you're playing your normal batting lineup and 1-2 wickets goes just like what happened with Pune in the
Finals,
final.
yes,
yeah.
1 run loss. So anything could happen. So my only thing is the fans have come, they want to see a result. They see in India we get so few opportunities to watch a game. So they have come, take a 1:30 baja, 1 baja, it's an experience. We are here, we were under the rain. Fine, they might say that. Media, of course, it's a job, so they might be hanging around there, whatever. But it is very unfair to both the teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if KKR had lost because the match got rained out and SRH was higher with 1, but that is the rule of the league, so they'll have to respect that. But having bowled out SRH for 128, then
Heartbreaking.
having to lose because rains, because you would think that getting 128 was very easy.
Yes.
So for both teams it was bad.
Okay.
So
Yes.
so that's why you need to have either a reserve day or something, but this can't be the solution.
Or
Yeah.
how? Okay, so you know it rains in the month of May in Bangalore.
Don't get matches there.
Despite that, you keep not 1 but 2 matches, man. 2 knockout matches. कैसे हो सकता है? I
और
just
ये
don't
पहले भी होके
understand.
गया है. Yeah.
And why is it that every time a Bangalore, a Mumbai or a Chennai gets a playoff, it doesn't have to be okay. Now, weather-wise, Mumbai, Pune, Rajkot, even Chennai, Hyderabad, great. But if you go north, Mohali, Delhi,
Even Kolkata.
कोलकाता, you never know. हमेशा ढाका में बारिश होता है और वो ईडन गार्डन्स तक आता है. So and then Bangalore. So it's.
No,
I think the BCCI.
I think nobody can predict the weather and forget the city's choice, and it could have
But
happened
CP,
anywhere.
you know it rains in the month
Yeah,
of
yeah,
July in
that's fine.
Mumbai. Will you keep a
Okay.
playoff in Mumbai? You won't
No.
keep a playoff.
So fine, but still, because of the unpredictable nature of weather, I think the solution has to be a reserve day. And
Yeah.
if that also gets rained out, then it's like destiny, and you
Yeah.
just live with it and go
Okay.
ahead.
But at
yeah.
least give a chance, na?
Yeah, exactly. You know, we are running out of time. Just one
Yeah,
last
yeah.
point. One
Yes.
last point that
अरे
we need.
IPL ठीक कर रहे इतना का how can we run out of
Yeah,
time?
yeah, you can't. Man, we still
हाँ,
have.
और 5 चीज बोलने हैं हमको.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
11 महीना है अपने पास और.
Okay. Now, if you look at the Feroz Shah Kotla Stadium,
Oh,
55 meters boundary. I know nothing taking away from Rishabh Pant, but still 55
मैं
meters
उधर
boundary.
ही आ रहा था. अभी तुमने बोल दिया तो छोड़ो. ऋषभ पंत का नहीं बात करेंगे. But if Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson, they were so many
Mistiming
mistime
the ball.
shots, man, and good balls going deep into the stands. The bowlers are deflated, man. You cannot be. I don't remember the bowler who was beating them consistently with a spin bowling, but he still got tonked for so many runs. That's not fair. And then you see the distance between the advertising boards and the boundary ropes, easily 8 to 10 meters. Now, here we're talking about inches. Makes, it could be make or break for a team. And 8-10 meter to aise hi reh jata hai.
Yeah.
We saw what happened in Hyderabad. Kieron Pollard 6. Now that shot would have been 6 second tier in Bangalore. First year in Mumbai for sure.
Steven Smith ka bhi.
Steven Smith ka. But that was 10 yards before the boundary ropes at Hyderabad. Now you need to respect the bowlers, boss. You need to keep them interested. I don't know how, but the BCCI will have to make some amendments here. Bigger bats. There are no 2 new balls here in IPL. Side no ball, overstepping no ball. The captain making a mistake by keeping 3 outside the ring, 5 outside the ring. Then the umpire calls a no ball. We saw how it affected Sandeep Sharma in that match, and Punjab lost because of that call.
Yeah.
And then you have a waist high full toss, head high full toss, only 1 bouncer allowed per over. You have to keep the batsmen guessing. We understand T20 is all about slam bang. The IPL is only about 4s and 6s. Fans come to the stadium to watch that. But boss, to make the IPL a better product, to make the bowlers interested, you have to come up with some interesting rules. You cannot just say, okay, batsmen, go there and have fun. That's not fair.
I think we have given BCCI enough advice for the day. But on this, I'll just clear one myth about IPL, which has been going around across administrators, across fans, that it is a 4s and 6s game. And because of that, you need shorter boundaries, you need better bats. Public come to watch 4s and 6s. But if Rohit Sharma can say that the final of this IPL was the best T20 match I played, there were exactly 5 sixers in that match. Yeah, and it was 130 versus 129. Okay, so people want a good...
In fact, it is the bowlers who wins you the match.
Yeah, it was people come to watch a keen contest.
Yeah.
And the best batting was from Hashim Amla or a Kane Williamson, David Warner, Steve Smith, Ben Stokes 103, all in the V. When he hit 6, he hit 6, but it could have gone 6 anywhere because it was firmly struck. It was middle of the bat. It was not a top edge. So, thing is, good batsmen. Last year, Virat Kohli and David Warner, great innings. So, you give the batsman the ground and he will score if he is good. You don't have to give him short boundaries and you don't have to give him restricted bowling so that he can go on scoring runs and make it interesting for the fans. It's not that the fans want to see a contest. They don't want to see bad batting. Bad batting was Kings 11 Punjab against Pune. No intent, and Sehwag was right in that. You need to when you're 50 for 5 also, 6 and 7 should ensure that it goes to 110 so the bowlers can come and fight.
Precisely what Mumbai did in the finals.
Exactly. Just get something on the board so that you can make a match of it. So there is enough scope for matches to be tightly contested, and you don't need short boundaries. So this myth that 4 or 6 nahi ho to this product will fail, that psychologically that has to get out of everybody's. That mindset has to change.
Administrators.
Absolutely. And once that changes, if the boundary is far away, batsmen will play better strokes, will find the gaps.
Overall quality of cricket will go up.
They will not slow for the
No.
And all these are great batsmen who are getting top edges. So they will play great innings, which is worth watching. You listen to all the commentary of the 56 matches or 60 matches that are, you will see the commentators applauding great shots. None of them are, great 6 or top edge. They have to say it because they're in the commentary box. But the best shots were,
in the finals, those cover drives by Ajinkya Rahane was applauded so much by the commentators. So,
you go.
yeah, that is what we want. There are numerous things that everybody can come up with. Ki IPL better product kaise bane.
Of course.
We have an article on our website, thefangarage.com, where we have jotted down few points how the IPL can be a better product. If you have anything in your mind, you can connect us via Twitter at The Fan Garage and via Facebook, The Fan Garage. You can listen to our podcast on IndusVox Media, SoundCloud, Audio Boom, iTunes, and definitely on YouTube. Subscribe, share, like, and comment.
You know what, Nikhil? Like you said, a lot of people will be giving out suggestions to the BCCI, to the IPL Governing Council. But we have made some good 6 or 7 solid points. Even if 2-3 are
Taken into consideration.
executed,
Yeah.
boss, maza aa jayega.
Okay. Guys, on that note, we'll close this episode here. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.